What's up, everybody? So the title for this uh, little live is "You Shouldn't Follow Up on Your Real Estate Leads?" Question mark. And admittedly, some of this is semantics, but just hear me out. And for those of you who don't know, this is Josh Shanley with eXp Realty, and for years and years, since the mid 2000s, I have been setting out and building out marketing campaigns that are designed to get prospects to respond and follow up with you, right? Versus you having to chase after them. And the reality is, when most people, coaches, trainers, gurus, etc., are telling you that you need to follow up, right? The fortune is in the follow up. You just got to follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. What they're really saying is you chasing after prospects. What's up? What's up, Andy? Good to see you, buddy. That's what they're really saying by following up, is you chasing after prospects. And what we have, my constant sort of mission has been to create marketing campaigns and client pipelines that are designed to get those clients to follow up with you, so that your job is simply to respond to them, So let me give you a practical example of what that means with what we're calling our selective sequencing system. So the selective sequencing system is designed, which, by the way, many of you have expressed an interest. We've been sending information about that. If you'd like more information about the selective sequencing system, just send me a private message or comment below, and I'd be happy to send you more information. But we've designed that system to give the opportunity for prospects, for potential clients, to follow up with you in a number of different ways, so that your job is to simply respond to them when they follow up with you. Okay, so hear me out here. With that system, for example, our dream home buyer, our 60-day dream home buyer offer or system within the selective sequencing process is designed to get the prospect to take one of a number of different actions. So action number one, to start a mortgage application immediately after coming into the system. Number two, to schedule a call. Number three, to directly call or text at that moment. Number four, to send a Facebook message. Or number five, respond to the automated email and text follow-up sequences. And what we found is that when we do that, and when we build that out, and what I'm personally finding, because here's the thing, this system was born out of scratching my own itch, out of figuring out a better way for me personally to sell properties in my local market. I've been licensed since the mid 2000s, but I had been inactive for a very long time. And when I reactivated my license, it gave me a different perspective. It changed my outlook on things. It forced me to go about finding a better way to do things. So what we've done is this system has been born out of that. And what we're finding for myself and for our clients is that in most cases, more than 50% of the people that come into the system in the first 24 hours are going to take one or more of those actions. Starting a mortgage application, scheduling a call or texting immediately, sending a Facebook message, or responding to one of the automated emails and texts. And your job is to simply respond. And not just your job, but this is best the system, the success rate is best when you've got a committed and partnered with lending lender, mortgage professional. So when they start a mortgage application, that's an indicator for the mortgage professional to respond, right? Now, some of you might say follow up, and again, some of this is semantics. What I'm really saying is you shouldn't chase after your prospects, because here's what we found, for example, with the selective sequencing system, is those that are chasing after people are actually repelling more business than they're doing more harm than good. The folks that are getting the best results, folks like Ryan, who we did a case study with in Arizona, folks like in Phoenix area, folks like Paul Dunn, who's in Tucson, Arizona, folks like Chad Scott, I can't remember where Chad is, Susan Roberts in Indianapolis area, with several folks in California. What they're doing is they allow the system to do the follow-up, and then they simply respond to those who take an action, right? Who take the next step in the process. But the system is doing all the heavy lifting for them. They're not having to chase after them, making outbound phone calls, making manual outbound text messages, manual email communications, none of that. The system does all the heavy lifting, and then they just respond and communicate with those that have taken a desired action. So anyway, I think that was Chad there in Wisconsin. So anyway, if you'd like more information about the selective sequencing system, just let me know. Again, you can send me a private message or comment below. But either way, my challenge for you is this, is to, if you are sick of the rat race, if you're sick of having to chase after every lead, right? You need to figure out a way to reverse engineer that process so that you get to respond to those who selectively, through their actions, are indicating to you they're worth your time and effort, right? And that's how you can have create a business and a life by design versus constantly being on a hamster wheel, constantly, right? And being in a situation where your phone dings at dinner time because you've got a new lead, and you've got to chase after them, you got to call them, you got to war dial them 3 times, you got to text message them. No. I promise you this: if you get more strategic, you can design a system to attract people to you, so that all you have to do is respond to those who, through their actions, have indicated they're worth investing some time into, right? And if you'd like some help doing that, we'd love to help you. But in either case, I would highly, highly recommend that you set about figuring that out for yourself. It will be a game changer, and it's possible. Listen, it's not, it's working for me. It's working for a number of our clients, and it can work for you as well. So anyway, that's it for a Sunday night here. Beautiful Sunday night. Sun's not out, but otherwise it's quite beautiful. I appreciate everybody spending a minute with me here. If you'd like more information, let me know. And all of you, I would recommend get a good night's sleep, and let's get out and crush it this coming week. All right, take care, and talk soon.